the one and only Koko Kalango. This is one of Nigeria's foremost promoters of the reading culture. She's dedicated most of her life pushing the idea of reading and the power of reading and what it can do, not just to transform the lives of individuals, but also to transform societies. Well, she has moved into writing, and she's written quite a number of books, and she had a new one just recently released, and we were there. Enjoy this.
It was double celebration for the founder of Rainbow Book Club, Koko Kalango, who hosted friends and family to celebrate her 56th birthday and the official launch of her memoir, All Things Bright and Beautiful.
All things bright and beautiful, all creatures great and small, all things wise and wonderful, the Lord God made them. Gave us eyes to see them and lips that we might tell how great is the Almighty, who has made all things well. All things bright and beautiful, all creatures great and small, all things wise and wonderful, the Lord God made them all.
Through her passion for literacy in Nigeria, Kalango promotes reading culture. This later culminated in Port Harcourt being named UNESCO World Book Capital in 2014. Reviewing the book, All Things Bright and Beautiful, Nicole Chikwe, a media personality and entrepreneur, gave a summary.
I found All Things Bright and Beautiful to indeed be a journey of faith, and a journey that shows the deeply personal relationship between God and his daughter, Koko, which has been nurtured and cultivated over 5 decades. Her introduction to prayer life by her parents when she was a child was a reminder to myself with 3 young children that if you train a child in the way that he should go, when he is old, he will not depart from it. The book is beautifully woven with touching stories about her life and how the outstretched arm of God has guided her all the way.
During a panel session, the author explained why she titled her memoir, All Things Bright and Beautiful.
When I'm doing the work, I'm not doing it unto any man. I do it because I know that I will stand before God for judgment, anything that I do. So I don't look at human beings. So the rainbow is something that is bright and beautiful. And after that, I set up the Colors of Life ministry. Colors of Life is my synonym for the rainbow. So we are back to the rainbow. So I just think that God has made my life bright and beautiful in every way, very colorful. So that's where the title comes from.
Guests at the book launch bore their minds on the author and the book.
The Basi girls have always been very creative. They think out of the box. They were allowed to express themselves and be who they wanted to be. And Koko in particular has been on the literary side. And she really brought out a lot of her literary gifts in her journey of life. I think this is her 3rd or 4th book, but I found it to be an extremely good book, very simple to read, very truthful, very factual, down to earth, told a lot of her story.
Koko Kalango is simple, down to earth, and she tells it as it is. She's very straightforward, no gray areas with her. She tells it's either black or white, and she'll tell you just what it is. Very honest to herself and to everybody.
Kalango, while detailing why she decided to document her story in a book, encouraged people to write their stories.
I've been doing this for authors for the past 18 years, so I'm actually excited that I'm doing it for myself. It's not my first book. I've written several books, but this is the first book of my life. It's a memoir of sorts. It's a compilation of stories of the amazing things that God has done in my life. That's what makes it so different. It's now my own story. So once you're writing your story, you need to be ready to be vulnerable. It depends. Some people hide things, but many people who've read the book keep saying it's so sincere. You're not glossing over the difficult times. You tell it all as it is. And not just this book, other books that I've written, they keep saying it's very honest and sincere. So I want to thank God for that. It should be that way when you walk with God. If you want to write a book, I'll just say go ahead and begin. It doesn't have to be perfect, but start. And then it's always good to get professionals to work with you. So proofreaders, editors, very important, so that you bring out a good quality book.
Koko Kalango is also the author of One Love, 100 Years of Jamaicans Contributing to Nigeria's Development, Nigerian Literature, and A Coat of Many Colors, a profile of 50 authors in 50 years of the African Union, amongst others.
Hello, my name is Anuoluwa Koko, and I'm the author of the book The Sweetest Thing. I currently live in the UK as a project manager in IT, and I write on the side. The reason why I wrote this book was just to, first of all, test if I could write, because I love Lagos and I wanted to write something uplifting about Lagos and the vibe and living in Lagos and growing up in Lagos and schooling in Lagos. And so that's why I wrote the book, just to make sure there's a different side of Lagos that is normally not portrayed, that is Lagos. And basically I'll be reading an insert from my book, and it will be the chapter that is Meet the Girls. So driving through Lagos on Sundays may be therapeutic. It cures one of weekdays and Saturday road madness. The free road calms your nerves and drives the demons away. Sunday is the only day of rest in the chaotic city, as Saturdays are for the unending Owambes. Driving to my friend Tara's place on a Sunday takes less than 20 minutes, and all my goals will be at hers. Tara's married and she's got 2 children. And of the 7 girls, she's my confidant, the one person I could speak to frankly about things that bothered me. Once a month, the whole crew comes around to our book club, but really it's the analysis of men. Nothing beats having friends to help you through breakups. All 7 of us come together every month to discuss the book we're reading, gossip about celebrities, to talk about our men issues. Occasionally, mutual friends pop in when they can. And this is our own therapy, a way of talking about the stress we go through each month, including men and money tales. As usual, Tara's house was buzzing with noise. Tara, I must say, married smart and right. This is where the Nigerian way comes into play. Do you marry smart, or do you marry for love, or do you marry for convenience? My mother taught me to marry a man that loves me. My book and movies tell me to marry a man you love and loves you. My brain tells me I marry a man I love, not just him loving me. So many conflicting ideologies. Tara married a classmate, University Dyer. Their relationship was one of those classroom romances that should naturally fizzle out after school days. But the lovebirds stayed in touch throughout the NYC days, and 3 years after we had a wedding to plan. They were just both starting out life, and we're all skeptical about her choice, but their love didn't care. Over the years, Dad has been doing so well career-wise, and Tara did not have to resume her corporate job after her first baby. She got herself involved in what she loves doing best, catering, and she's made enough money from it. It's been 5 years, and my friend has never ever regretted marrying her husband for one day. My name is Anuoluwa Koko, and I'm the author of this book, The Sweetest Thing. Thank you all for listening, and cheers.